She right got me.
Hit one and be so you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you.
Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
Hey, could count on my power, and look at my dogs. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich, then went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the lady go miss? Ay, how she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught her the rhythm. She caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait, need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the Arizona Cardinals. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
On first down, it's Darnold. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And his first carry, he loses the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs first time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there's no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. Got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up third down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Murray with a third and long. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Sacked there by Avery Williamson, the linebacker.
And there's Kyler Murray being sacked, and in his first year in the league, surprising to a lot of people, he was the most sacked quarterback, went down 48 times. And when you think about the mobility that he possesses, that really does surprise people because they think they can get out of everything. But so often, there's young guys who can move around a lot. They keep plays alive so long that sometimes they actually get trapped. Defenses are going to test him and continue to test him. I think he's got something for them as he continues to move forward.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On 2nd down and 4, Darnold. Solid coverage on the play by Devondre Campbell.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Mike, check, 59. Come on, let's go. Check 59, Mike, young lady, 59.
Back to throw, Darnold. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
On 4th down, rookie Braden Mann will punt for the Jets, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like.
18-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
That means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Murray. And this one is incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins, the Pro Bowler, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Complete to his running back, Kenyon Drake. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25.
It's 4th down.
Here we go on 4th down with Murray. And able to find Kirk complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. On first down, Drake. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Again, they'll throw with Murray. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a draw play. This is Bell. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
3rd and long. It's Darnold. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Isaiah Simmons. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
They'll take over.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And this is incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it's 3rd and 4.
It's 3rd down and 4 yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. He'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
A gain of 2 yards on the play. Brings up
Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2, as they've got it looking at a 4th down and 2. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2, as they've got it looking at a 4th down and 2. They missed a field goal earlier, so possibly as a result, that's why they're going to try to go for it here on 4th down. They're going for it. Hits Murray. Then he's got the completion to Hopkins. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Ashton Davis on the return. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. That's complete. It's Bell. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Darnold caught here by Bell. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down.
Catch by Le'Veon Bell, and in 2019, 66 catches, but just 461 yards. Both of those totals well short of his career highs. An important piece of any offense with his ability to run it and catch it out of the backfield.
A 1st down throw, Darnold. And that is incomplete here.
Darnold's pass.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
He was defended.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again is Darnold. His throw incomplete. Oh, Patrick Peterson, the shutdown corner, was there on the coverage.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
He finds his target. It's Crowder. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 44-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, Darnold. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. On 2nd down now. It's Bell, and able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Le'Veon Bell, the ball carrier.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Throwing here on third down. Darnold over the middle, complete. That's Bell. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
For the Jets field goal, a 21-yard attempt.
Fickens' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays, and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
On the return, the Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Murray. He's going to take another shot here. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals are able to show off their quick strike ability. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Darnold. On the catch, it's Crowder. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The give is to Bell. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. He was brought down by Devon Kennard. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Incomplete. Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. He's going to air it out deep for Hogan. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
It's now second and
similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Back to the air, Darnold on second down. Through an opening, and there he goes. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now, that's a gain of 6 on the first down run.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second down.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll set up the screen to Drake. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Murray, a quick throw out to Kirk. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
He may try and run for this. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
Now that run, that's exactly why you stay with the running game. You don't abandon it totally. You stick with it, keep telling your guys to stay motivated, and they found a crease on that play.
On 1st down, Drake. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Matthias Farley.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Christian Kirk, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs, because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver is at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. But if you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here. Darnold, he lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
A give to Bell, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
Well, it hasn't been a whole lot of fun for Le'Veon Bell in this ball game, trying to find room to run the ball. I'm sure they're going to have to change some things up because he's so versatile. They've got to get the ball in his hands somehow and create some space because they're losing this game.
Well, defensively, you got to key in on Bell, make him the focal point to stop it, and they've been able to do that.
And he has gotten better every year he's been in the league, always adding something to his game. One of the premier runners in the NFL.
Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. And they are going for it. Darnold. And this is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
On downs.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Running from the shotgun with Drake. And he'll be out of bounds. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
Well, there's someone who's running the football with a big smile on his face, and that's Kenyon Drake, because you remember last year he was in Miami, wasn't getting many carries, not a lot of success, but in midseason ended up in Arizona and became a huge weapon for the Cardinals. 8 touchdowns the second half of the season, utilized really well. Big-time skilled player who can run it and catch it out of the backfield. He has finally found a home and a place for his talents.
Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
And this This play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Murray going to run play action with Drake and look to throw it. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Cardinals add on.
Zane Gonzalez lining up for the extra point.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count.
Jets 3.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jets take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard
line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. Then the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back, and they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
This is out quickly to the right. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it.
I got it. Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. I'm here all day.
Shotgun now from Murray. Steps away. And it is incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the fourth, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
On 2nd and 10, Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A good pick up there at 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Darnold. Flush to his right. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
It's a gain of 5.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Darnold from the gun. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Going deep for Hopkins. It's caught at the 10. And deep he goes into Jets territory before being taken down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Now this will make it into the end zone.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Darnold on 1st down. He's going to let it fly. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
He was defended by Patrick Peterson.
Mike's 5'9".
Here's Darnold. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Crowder, incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Mike, check, 59. Here we go. Check 59.
One last throw now for Darnold. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
Jets 3.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Cardinals,